writing stories from rock of ages. Keep writing stories about people who not too concerned. We got a lot of people in the ghetto, people on the block, people in the street. If y'all know what I know. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every still getting confused now, and I just wanna ask you some questions. Is it based on presidency? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got make your headlines.
We are beaming live from the corners of Broad and Buchanan Street.
There is no job, no money for us.
Here in Central Monrovia.
We got make your headlines.
Good morning, good morning. And a pleasant welcome to you out there. Welcome to another brand new fascinating presentation. Fresh new edition of the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio. Welcome to it. Let's bring you what's happening in the print media. Let's bring you the headlines. What's stopping the print media this morning? We've got major headlines for you this morning. Like we've always said, we are open to doing business with you out there. You can stop by our offices at the corners of Broad and Buchanan Street in Central Monrovia. And let's get started. Welcome to it. And I'm Jackson C. Clay Jr.
How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish?
Yeah, welcome back to the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio 105.1. Strictly into our paper this morning, and our first stop is the New Dawn newspaper. The New Dawn newspaper, truly independent, is the motto of this paper. And this paper is sold for $40 Liberian this morning. You can grab a copy of it so that you get to know the details of these headlines. It's volume number 13, number 058, Tuesday, April 18, 2023. Like we've said, this paper is sold for $40 Liberian. Front page banner headline of the New Dawn newspaper. Over 1.4 million registered to vote so far. Over 1.4 million registered to vote so far. Has registration scheduled to kick off in remaining 10 counties. That's the National Elections Commission is telling us that for the first phase of the biometric voter registration exercise, over 1.4 million people have already been registered in the first 6 counties. Yes, the first 6 counties that were kick-started with the biometric voter registration exercises. So over 1.4 million persons have already been captured come October. Still on the front page of the New Dawn newspaper, court summons boycott over land dispute. Court summons boycott over land dispute. Let's run quickly to the back page of the New Dawn newspaper. The back page of the New Dawn newspaper. And what it says. The back page of the New Dawn newspaper. Margibi residents hail jetty for pipe-borne water. Margibi resident hails jetty for pipe-borne water. That's the businessman jetty doing uncooked food distribution with Muslim. Doing uncooked food distribution with Muslim. That's it there for the New Dawn newspaper. We run for this paper editorial this morning. The editorial of the New Dawn newspaper reads, Liberia rising abortion cases are worrisome. Liberia rising abortion cases are worrisome. Liberia rising abortion cases are worrisome. That's the editorial of the New Dawn newspaper.
.com.
I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major story. There is no job.
Yeah, there's no job, no money for hustler. Excuse me, madam journalist. Excuse me, sister journalist. We've got some major headlines here for you this morning on the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio. Our next stop is the Analyst newspaper. For those who strive for better Liberia. Liberia's most analytical newspaper is the motto of this one. That's Analyst newspaper. Tuesday, April 18, 2023, and this paper is sold for $40 Liberian dollars. Number 41. Front page banner headline of the Analyst newspaper reads, BVR phase 1 ends on upbeat note. BVR phase 1 ends on upbeat note. 1.4 million voter register as phase 2 commences. BVR phase 1 ends on upbeat note. We see in the photograph here of NEC chairperson Madam David Edward Brown Lasana. Stay on the front page of the Analyst newspaper. Liberty Party, not Bassa Party. LPSG speaks on reconciliation. Cummings running mate. Liberty Party, not Bassa Party. Grab a copy of the Analyst newspaper here and read the details. We run quickly now to its back page. US-based Liberians sue JNB for illegal taking co-ownership of land. US-based Liberians sues JNB for illegally taking co-ownership of land. Still here at the back page of the Analyst newspaper. Don't mind Supreme Court. The landslides ruling from Apex Court. Don't mind Supreme Court. The landslides ruling from Apex Court has Skype ramps support for Yombri. Accelerometer to shortly dedicate playground in Nima Bong. Accelerometer to shortly dedicate playgrounds in Nima Bong. We run quickly for the editorial of the Analyst newspaper right here. The editorial of the Analyst newspaper. We as unpleasant outburst and the intent of the Farmington River Declaration. We as unpleasant outburst and the intent of the Farmington Declaration. That's it there for the Analyst newspaper.
Your headlines in the press release today. Although every day. But I'm really still getting confused now, and I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take our coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with our children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money, no cause, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there?
Yes, how many persons do you help? How many persons do you cherish? Our next stop this morning is the Heritage newspaper, the authoritative Heritage newspaper. Major headlines in the Heritage newspaper. Tuesday, April 18, 2023. This paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars too as well. Volume 25, number 355. Front page banner headline of the Annual and Heritage newspaper. Ex-VP Boyka dragged to court for alleged land duping. Ex-VP Boyka dragged to court for alleged land duping. That's the front page banner headline of the Analyst newspaper. Still here we've got PLP CDC marriage backfire. PLP CDC marriage backfires. Has county's chairperson take radical stance. PLP CDC marriage backfire. Grab a copy of the Heritage newspaper for just 40 Liberian dollars and read the details. To the back page of the Heritage newspaper, Jetty provides 3 pipe-borne water facility to the people of Margibi County, identifies with Muslims. Jetty provides 3 pipe-borne water facilities to provide to the people of Margibi County and identified with Muslims. For 2023 presidential and legislative elections, MFDP disburses US $27,500,000 to the National Elections Commission, leaving a balance of $25,500,000. That's the Ministry of Finance has disbursed over $27 million to the National Elections Commission for the conduct of the election in October. But still here on the back page of the Heritage newspaper, and this is sports. Barcelona president denies crimes in refereeing scandal. Barcelona president denies crimes in refereeing scandal. Let's run for the editorial of the Analyst newspaper this morning. The editorial of the Analyst newspaper, where it says, please heed our renewed caveat. Please heed our renewed caveat. That's it for the Analyst. That's it there for the Heritage newspaper. Our next stop, few blocks away from headquarters of the ABC radio. Our traditional isla, our partner in progress. The new newspaper, The Nation News since 1989. Tuesday, April 18, 2023. And this paper too is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Grab a copy of it and read the details therein. Front page banner headline of the new newspaper. 1.4 million voters registered in 6 counties. That NEC is saying this one. 1.4 million voters registered in 6 counties. Court summons boycott accused of alleged dubious land dealings. Court summons boycott accused of alleged dubious land dealings. Quickly to the back page of the analyst newspaper. Liberia joins U.S. initiative to address Atlantic issue. Liberia joins U.S. initiative to address Atlantic issue. LWSC new boss takes office. Vows to justify Weah's confidence. And we're seeing the photograph here of ex-Grand Julius Senator G. Alfonso Gay. It's pretty seated. GAG. Still here, dedication of playground in Nima Bong counties in sight. As Salomita, like what we were saying the last time. But we'll leave it at that and run quickly now to the editorial of the that's the new newspaper. What the status of the special presidential committee? What's the status of the special presidential committee? Is the editorial here of the new newspaper. That does it for the new newspaper. What's the status of the special presidential committee? That's the editorial there for the new newspaper.
Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. Children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines.
Excuse me, madam journalist. Come and see our situation here in the ghettos. Come and see the situation of the less fortunate. We've got major headlines. And we've got major stories. I'm here wondering, how do you make your headlines? And how do you write your press releases? Because we've got major headlines here. And no one wants to tell our story. It's the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio. The official voice of the Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation. Coming to you live from the corners of Broad and Buchanan Street in central Monrovia. And I'm Jackson Seekley Jr. this morning on your radio, bringing you what's happening, trending issues, the major headlines in the local dailies, in the print media, in the newspapers. Our next and final stop, the Inquirer newspaper, volume 33, number 51, April 18, 2023, Tuesday. And this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Front page banner headline of the new Inquirer newspaper. Front page banner headline of the Inquirer newspaper. It reads, 51.20% polling precinct reported more male registrant. 51.20% polling precinct reported more male registrant. That's the front page banner headline of the Inquirer newspaper. Dissolve beach project workers to meet President Weah tomorrow. Dissolve beach project workers to meet President Weah tomorrow. Journalists urged to create awareness on cybercrime. Journalists urged to create awareness on cybercrime. Still on the front page of the Inquirer daily newspaper, ECOWAS embarked on eliminating non-traffic barriers. ECOWAS embarks on eliminating non-traffic barriers. Run to the back page of the Analyst. That's the Inquirer newspaper. We've just done with the Analyst newspaper. Court summons Ambassador Boyka. Court summons Ambassador Boyka. Bank service center generates millions in revenue. That's Bond County Service Center generates millions in revenue. That's it for the Analyst newspaper. We'll run quickly for its editorial right here. The editorial of the Analyst newspaper. Kudos to NEC for phase 1. Kudos to NEC for phase 1 exercise. But that's it for the Analyst newspaper right here. We say kudos to the NEC for phase 1 in the biometric voter registration exercise. But I'm getting confused. Can I ask you some questions, Madam Journalist? Sister Journalist, how do you make your headlines? Because we don't have money? Or we are not in the presidency? But we've got stories to tell. Human interest stories too. That's it. We take few lines of our song to be read back and run straight into our conversation. Come and see the widow living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got make up heaven, oh, we got make up story. Oh, there is no job, no money for hustlers. We got make up heaven, we got make up story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got made up headlines. We got made up stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got made up headlines. We got made up stories. There is no job. Welcome back to it. Welcome back. We'll introduce our talking point this morning and activate the phone lines for your participation. And this morning our talking point is the Inquirer newspaper. It says kudos. The editorial of the Inquirer newspaper. Kudos to NEC for phase 1 exercise. But let's read few paragraphs of this editorial and we make our position too as well and activate the phone lines for you. Phase 1 of the biometric voter registration exercise officially ended at 1,065 centers in the 6 counties, namely Montserrado, Grand Bassa, Grand Cape Mount, Margibi, Bapolu, and Bomi counties on Sunday, April 9, 2023. Though the process started on Monday, March 20, was marked by hitches in terms of the operation of the newly introduced technology by the temporary staffers hired and deployed by NEC at various registration centers. The delays did not prevent Liberians from turning up during the first few days of the last of the exercise. Another problem during the exercise was the creation of new voters registration centers without proper public education to the population about the distances as compared to previous 3 successive elections held from 2005 to 2007 respectively. I guess they meant 2017 respectively. Despite the many challenges, the NEC's no extension resolution is worth applause, as most registration centers in those counties were barely empty before the 7 p.m. deadline on the closing date. At the closing of activities on Sunday, this paper observed most voters registration centers across Montserrado County were inactive as temporary staffers were seen awaiting registrants. The NEC has completed the first phase of the biometric voter registration exercise, and they are telling us that over 1.4 million persons have already registered within the first 6 counties. According to the preliminary result from the census just ended, Liberia's population is about 5 million plus, and we've already got 1.4 million over some change registered already within the first 6 counties. Though everybody or every person might not register, but the number seems encouraging for the first 6 counties, and we're hoping that this encouraging number continues with the remaining 10 counties. Yes, we're hoping that it continues, that more persons, more Liberians get interested in participating in the registration exercise, because this is the only way, this is the only means we can use to make the decisions we want to make for our future and the future of our kids. We are in the election year, and all we can hope for, all of the things according to some of us are bad, so we can go to the polls and change these people that we want to change. We agree that all is not roses. Likewise, all is not also bad. There are some gains being made over the period. Are those gains enough to stand on? Not sufficiently enough, but we can rely on those gains and make more gains. So with the first number already being registered, over 1.4 million Liberians already being registered, we're hoping that within the other counties across Liberia, more persons can take advantage of the process and get registered, so that we go to the polls in October and elect our new government officials, our new corps of officers, our new president, vice president, senators, representatives for the next 6 years. What are your thoughts with the first number? 1.4 million persons already for the first 6 counties, and expected, and we're hoping that this number exceed all of the 5 million persons might not register, yes, but an appreciable number of persons should register, closer to that number, because this process is for all of us and we can all take advantage of it. Because if we don't now, we might not get the chance to participate in the election. So if you want to participate, you must get registered. What do you have to say to the NEC for the first round of biometric process as we move on to the next round? 077-105-100, 055-105-100 are the numbers to call. 077-105-100 and 055-105-100 are the numbers to call this morning and be a part of it. NEC has announced the first round of biometric exercise preliminary results, and NEC says 1.4 million plus persons have already registered, and 51.20%, 20% polling percent reported more males, or out of those 1.4 million, more males have registered. Zero 105-100, 055-105-100 are the numbers to call this morning and be a part of it. Let's see the number of male from these counties, because the paper is reporting that more male has registered than females. And out of that number, 7,000 plus 7,000 plus persons are females, and 700 plus persons are males. So 711,000 and 723,000 plus persons are males. 711,410 are the numbers of males that have registered, and 723,799 are females. So you see, more males have registered as compared to females. That's according to the NEC results. That's according to the NEC results. What have you to say? We're hoping that this 1.4 million plus number could exceed with the remaining 6 counties. I mean the remaining 10 counties. Because that's the only way we can change the status quo. That's the only way we can make the difference we want to see. But if we sit here and say, oh, these are the people think, we cannot make difference there. 077-105-100, 055-105-100, 711,410 females and 723,799 are males. More males as compared to females have registered in the first 6 counties of the biometric exercise. NEC is expected to kickstart the next round in the remaining 10 counties. They've already started deploying people and the equipment. They've already started deploying people and equipment across the country. We're hoping that the way the process started in Monserrado and the first 6 counties, that it will be a big difference in those other parts of the counties of the country, especially in the leeward counties. The issue of network, the issue of machine down, the issue of cards finish, and what have you, the faulty equipment. So we hope that NEC can work on the mistakes and correct them as she move forward to the second phase of the biometric process. The numbers, I mean, the numbers is encouraging. 1 million plus persons for the first 6 counties. have registered. 0777105 100 055 105 100 are the numbers to call this morning and be a part of it. NEC have announced the first preliminary result. NEC have announced it. Our first caller here. This person. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you coming from? Go ahead. Make your point. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Nick is saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look out. Yeah, but the people getting the time to register now. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you very much. 0777105 100 055 100 are the numbers to call this morning and be a part of it. This caller right here. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you join me from? Make your point, Torbert. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's encouraging. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. This caller here. Hello. Hello. Your name and where you join me from? Go ahead, Alvin. Mm-hmm. The people that what? They will arrange that thing. They will arrange it. So she said the number is subject to change. That number is subject to change. So when they put it in the system, They will be weeding out people who register more than one time from the system, so the number might drop. So this is just a preliminary number. This is just a preliminary result. That's what she said. This caller here, hello. Good morning, your name and where you joining from? Wow, please Island, Sinkia Community Chairman. Go ahead, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, sure. It was nice on your part. Good work. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe this is just the first preliminary result. Maybe next might come up with those things as well. You're welcome, sir. 0777105 100 0555105 100. We got just 5 minutes to go, and we make way for our news team. Our Mayday news at 12 o'clock. We've got 5 minutes to go, and we can take at least 3 to 4 calls. 0777105 100 0555105 100. We got to go to make way for our news team. If not, they will be on our backs. Yes, next said, like the brother, the issue the brother the result Madam David Edward Brown released on yesterday. She said this number is subject to change. When they are about to plug in the data and put into the register voters in the system, the number might drop because there are people who register more than one time. So when they plug it in and they see that Jackson Clay, yeah, he registered more than one time, they will select one and drop the remaining ones. So like that, the 1.4 million plus might reduced. That's what she said. But this is just the preliminary result. Preliminary numbers for now. They have not yet started punching in the numbers into the system or the data into the system. They've collected it from the field and they are about now to collate the numbers. 0777105 100 0555105 100 are the numbers to call this morning and be a part of it. Editorial review here on ABC Radio 105.1. Happy birthday to you, Bunky Amazing.
But I'm really still getting confused now, and I just wanna ask you some questions.
The editorial review here on ABC Radio. We've got 5 minutes to go and make way for our news team. Let's run to the phone lines. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you join me from, sir? Okay, the owner of Cooper Farm. Go ahead, Mr. Cooper. How? Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I believe that the all of what they start if now they will look around the car and find place to pull and a police on their farm. But actually, when they do that, they're a million of good.
Okay. Thank you very much. 0777 105 100 0555 105 100 are the numbers to call. With no time on our side this morning, we need to make way for our news team. If not, the coordinator will blast at us, and we don't want to be lashed at. We've got news coming up at 12 midday. Until then, we'd like to say a happy birthday to you, Bunky Mason of Hotel Africa Road and MCC. You celebrate your natal day on today. You turn +1 today, brother. Happy birthday to you, Bunky Mason, there of HA. This is how we like to draw the curtains on today's presentation of the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio. See you next time, same station. Until then, we say bye bye from our end.
We got land people. I mean, people that in need, man. People too much in need. Come on, yeah. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No cause, no glory.